folks, and welcome to Black Bear Outdoors with me, Delta Sierra, and the Rural Deputy. Today we got the absolute brand new hotness.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Out there, which is actually the latest acquisition that the Deputy made, and I'm of course talking about the marriage of Ruger and Magpul here. So tell us a little bit about your new pistol.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, today we're going to cover reasons to hate the RXM and why I regret giving up a Glock for it. I don't. I don't. So I actually went from my Gen 5 19. We parted ways because, you know, it wasn't working out anymore. We didn't spend any time together. The G45 replaced it when I feel like a Glock. And I picked this up this last weekend. So I went and picked it up, and because I figured it's new. Normally I stay away from that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And Ruger, God, I've been wanting to give Ruger another chance for years because I know a lot of people rave about their P-Series pistols back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. I had a P90 DC. That P stood for pile. So I didn't own another Ruger again until a few years ago, and I bought the LCP Max. Mm-hmm. Revolvers, always on their game though, right? And then with this one, your lower is made by Magpul. They make polymer gun accessories. They do it very well. And the price point, you know, sub $450. So
basically what you're saying is Magpul and Ruger kind of went, how you doing? And made a baby.
Cool!
Exactly. And you know, at first look, when I looked at the slide, it was more like, I'm like, it looks more like, you know, somebody borrowed a slide drawing from M&P, but, you know, so I went and looked at one, I handled one, I came home with one, and I mean, we came from the store, out here, we put 250 rounds through it flawlessly. And so I liked it. I looked at it, I put the Vortex Defender ST on there, and kind of a tip to tip, you know, you've got sort of your duplicate, a little more aerodynamic front slide. You've got front and rear serrations. I like them because they're at a bit of an angle and they are a bit more pronounced. So to me, when you grab that, they're more in line. Mm-hmm. When you grab that chamber check or rack the slide or do whatever you're gonna do. Co-witness height sights. You've got the large dot tritium front.
And they're metal, so another reason why you're gonna hate this is they're metal where the Glock's ones are plastic. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you don't run an optic on there and you've got that high profile rear sight that you can hook on your holster, your boot, the table, your palm, horrible, absolutely horrible. The grip, more of a 1911 grip angle. So that's more that, as I've seen in other videos referred to as the American grip angle. Right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
So it is a little more natural point. I liked it.
What I really like about that grip module, and well done Magpul on that one, is they actually built in, they're not super pronounced, but they're there, like a little ledge for your thumb.
Right. You do have a little ledge on either side to rest your support thumb, almost like a molded in gas pedal, smaller. When I mounted the optic, popped the cover off. So this blows me away as somebody's brainchild. They actually, you know, because the Glock with the adapter plates gave it a bad name.
Yeah.
Like everybody I know that's running an MOS has had their optic fly off at least once. This is a direct fit for your RMSC, Delta Point Pro, and Holosun K footprint, I believe.
Nice.
So all the holes are there, they give you the anchor pins. So like this Vortex is a direct mount to the slide.
So basically, if you think about it, I mean, it's the three most popular footprints, right?
Right.
So you're gonna have like 90% of your optics are just gonna go direct fit on this.
Right.
That's freaking fantastic. That was really good thinking.
Right there, and like for the left-handers, the downfall is gonna be, it's not an ambi slide release. Mm-hmm. Now, me, I run right-handed pistols my entire life, so I have that muscle memory of using my index finger. I just reach up and I'll drop the slide. This one is a bit more pronounced. It's a bit of an extended slide release, and I like that. It's a little bit easier to grab and hook. This mag release, also not ambi reversible. Some like it, some don't. It's not a big square. It's more of a higher profile rectangle slide mag catch. I don't have any problems running it. Like I said, it doesn't bother me a bit. The trigger guard, that's nice if you're wearing gloves, even the thicker ones, because we're out today. It's a balmy 25 degrees where we're at. And the trigger, now this is more of a flat face trigger than what a Glock runs. It's a nice trigger. It really is. Dry firing it and shooting it are two different feels, but it's one that you can run smooth. You've got some slack, you know, and then the break is crisp, it's clean, the reset is nice, and you can rapid fire it very easily. Or if you're doing your controlled groups, you can feel that reset and you can run it really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. That trigger, especially if you're going to be carrying it as a concealed carry or a duty pistol or something, you do want that bit of a take up, right?
Right.
But actually my wife made a very good observation on that trigger, because when you're doing a slow controlled trigger press for accuracy, it doesn't stutter, right?
No.
It's a very smooth pullback, so you can keep those shots really, really tight on what you want to do. So you get like really tight little groups with it if you use your reset and the slow smooth presses. And it leans itself towards that, which is pretty damn awesome in my opinion.
Yeah, it does. And the day one, so it comes with 2 mags. They're P mags of the Gen 5, the G19s. And I've also got some Gen 5 Glock mags that we ran through it. And the only hang up I found was with the Glock mags, if you go to slingshot the slide, it will occasionally catch. But if you hit that slide release, it drops it. And we run white box, we run blazer brass, HSTs, Hornadies, hand loads, the Russian ammo I can never remember how to pronounce. Yep, that's it. And it absolutely takes everything.
That's pretty awesome. One thing that we forgot about, I'm just going to grab your gun here, beveled magwell. So Magpul did a really good job with that, because they beveled it out slightly, not so much that it's going to impede your concealability of it, but it's going to make those fast reloads a lot easier, right?
And they did do, because we're kind of jumping around a bit today, but it's cold. They did do a bit of a flare on the magwell. I like that. It sits nice, even for being more of a compact grip, because you get some people that don't shoot the compacts real well. And was literally the first round on day one was, we've got a head size steel, 25 yards, bring it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and he's right. I don't shoot the tiny little grips very well, and especially Glocks as well. I struggle with Glocks. I have to work really hard to get them on target, but with this one, just straight off the bat, it felt natural, and I'm wondering if it's because of that grip angle. I mean, actually, it's a combination of things, right?
Right.
It's the grip angle, it's the texture, it's the little, let's call it a gas pedal that's on there. It's got a good trigger, got a good optic on there as well. So
it is balanced. And now the unique thing that they did with this, because you can throw a rock in any direction, you're going to hit a pile of Gen 3 clones as soon as that patent expires.
that's true.
With this one, your fire control insert is serialized. So as time goes, from what I understand through the rumor mill, is they're going to come out with a subcompact grip module. So then you're looking at like a long slide 26, the full size grip module, which is going to put you into the G45 range, and even possibly a PDW module.
That would be pretty cool. Because yeah, imagine if you have that FC, they can literally build an entire carbine. You just drop that in, right? So you can do anything from like the Roni type stuff to an actual carbine with that thing. All right, so guys, let's go out and test it with a bunch of different ammo and stuff like that, and then we'll come back and tell you why you need to hate this pistol. Stay tuned.
This is the factory PMag 115 grain Winchester white box.
All right, next up we have some wonderful Russian Tula ammo. And this is in an actual Glock mag. See how she does? Shooting with gloves on, so don't expect miracles. Oh, there goes the target. Ran crappy Russian ammo through a Glock mag perfectly.
All right, here we have a Glock mag with 115 grain blazer brass. Let's see how this does. Perfect.
All right, next up, again, we have a Glock mag, this time with some Black Bear hand loads. These are copper plated 124 grain hollow points. Let's see how the RXM does. Flawless, no problem. Hand loads through the Glock mag.
And here we have the factory P mag for the RXM with 115 grain full metal jacket, 6 hour ammo. Perfect.
So there you have it, guys. We ran a bunch of ammo through it. The ones we showed you on camera is just some of it. But it's like the deputy said earlier, there was some HSTs through it. There all kinds of stuff. We tried it at distance, kind of really quick build drills. The reason why I think why you should hate it, if you're a Glock fanboy, is that in my opinion, it does everything better than the Glock at a better price. And the thing is, somebody else said this, I can't remember on a video, that this is what the Glock Gen 6 should have been. And I agree with that, right? Now, take this, the MHS competition, that the P321, right? Because it's modular and whatever. If Glock made this pistol, they would have had that contract, because it's got an FCU that you can pull out. You got all the modularity that you want. It's got better slide serration. It's got a way better trigger. It's got better sights on it. It's got a flared magwell, and you're going to have options for grip modules as well. Plus, it has a universal optics mount. And so far, and again, I understand reliability is a thing, but so far, this thing has been absolutely flawless, right? So once it builds a track record, you know, and that's why Glock fanboys will hate this pistol, in my opinion. What do you think?
And you know, my thought on it is, because you see a lot of your video titles, you know, Glock killer, Glock replacement. You know, Glock's pushing 4 decades of just battle-proven reliability, dependability, and function. To me, nothing is ever going to replace it. Nothing's ever going to knock them out of the market. I do feel like Ruger and Magpul are going to make a significant dent or impression in this market, because to me, when you look at it, a lot of the functions, the different grip angle, to me it's less of a clone and more of a creation. Like they took the Gen 3 as a starting point and ran with it. So, and from what I understand, your Gen 3 compatible holsters, mags, accessories, your extended slide lock, all that stuff are compatible with this. I haven't tried any yet because none of my Glock holsters are optic cut, but eventually. So I like it, and you know, one of my curiosities to start was the price point, sub 450, right? I paid, this was $429. A friend of mine bought one a couple days before me. I think he was at $375. So my curiosity is going to be time and popularity on the market. What are they going to do with the price? Is it going to be like a lot of things where it gets popular and the price goes up? Honestly, I'll be surprised if it does a whole lot, because when you look at Magpul's wide range of accessories, they're proven, they're reliable. A lot of people use them, and they're affordable. So
I think, again, going back to Magpul being involved in this. Now, again, Ruger is the first major company that made a Glock clone. But like you said, I mean, this feels more like it's like a cousin of the Glock instead of a clone, right? Because you got similar kind of a feel to it to a certain degree. But you're right, it feels like a beast on its own. And Ruger has got a long track record. They're not going to dump this very, very easily.
Right.
And with Magpul getting involved, now you're opening an entire new kind of area of accessories and grip modules and different, you know, the opportunity is endless. Plus, Magpul's polymer, and correct me if I'm wrong here, has a different feel to it. It feels like a really high quality polymer that they use.
It does.
And you can feel it on this grip module as well. It doesn't feel plasticky, it feels durable, and I honestly think, right, like you said as well, if somebody is going to make a dent in the market for Glock, it's going to be them. And again, you got a major company behind it, you got Magpul involved in this, and you get all of this stuff for a better price than the Glock. And in order for them to actually make a dent into the Glock market, they're going to have to keep the price lower than the Glock.
Right, and you know, as this sits, you're about $200 cheaper on retail than a Glock MOS. Now, I'm not going to go out and get rid of my entire Glock collection because I bought it. However, at this point, for me personally, you know, we've tested it, slow fire, distance, mag dumps, different mags, different ammo. For me, this is something I'm comfortable with now as an EDC on my off-duty days. Because it's worked literally every time for us.
In adverse weather too.
Yeah.
So guys, that's basically what we got for you on this brand new pistol. Now, again, if you're a Glock guy that can shoot Glocks well and has lots of them, you got all kinds of reasons to hate this thing. If you're somebody like me that likes the idea of Glocks and Glock reliability, but struggle a little bit with them and have to work harder to shoot them well, this is the gun for you. Honestly, so much so, I'm gonna have to buy one for the wife, or she's gonna buy one because she shot it and wants it immediately.
Like I said, it's absolutely horrible. Hated it. I mean, the sights, the trigger, the grip, I mean, terrible.
Yeah, awful gun. Don't buy it. Buy it. All right, guys, so if you had a bit of fun, learned something new today, or were a little bit entertained, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, because 98% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet, and that really helps us out. Also, leave us a comment down below what you think of the RXM. Is it going to take a chunk out of the Glock market or not? Did this convert you away from Glock or not? And what is your favorite EDC? So again, from the both of us, as usual, you all stay safe, and we'll see you next time.